Next, we're going to remove the BCM computer. It's no longer used with LiBCM, and that is the computer on the driver's side that has the larger connector on the side with a single connector. To keep us from getting confused in a minute here, we're going to go ahead and take a black Sharpie and just draw a mark right here on the bracket. To install the grid charger, we need to remove this bracket, which requires us to remove the MCM. And then we'll lift the MCM off and just set it aside. And then we'll take our bracket off. Now we're going to take our grid charger, which comes with the kit. And there's also 4 M4 bolts that come with the kit. And then there's 4 T-slot nuts. Depending on which kit you get and when you get it, there's going to be 2 different types of T-slot nuts. It doesn't matter which type you have. And what we're going to do is we're going to take and turn our grid charger upside down. And we're going to just drop 2 of the M4 bolts through the side with the thick cable on it. And then we're going to take 2 T-slot nuts and just pre-thread them and leave them loose. So just take a couple of threads. Okay. And then we're going to take and just push those T-slot nuts to the side. Now we're going to take our bracket here, and we put a mark on it earlier showing us where this cable is going to go. And so we're going to take our bracket, again the mark is right here, we're going to slide this cable through the hole, and then we're going to pick this up, and we're going to slide the opposite edge in, and then come all the way back and do that, and just kind of leave it resting there. And now we're going to take and drop our 2 remaining M4 bolts through here. And then once again, we're going to take our 2.5mm Allen wrench and we're going to thread the other T-slot nuts in. On this one, because there is a cable here, you might need to leave the screw sticking out just a little bit and then get the nut in place. Now what we'll do is we'll come back over to this side and make sure the nuts are pointing out. The nuts should be parallel to each other. And then go ahead and just kind of snug that up. It shouldn't be super tight yet. And now that we have them in place, we're going to slide the grid charger to where this cord is centered. You might need to come back and loosen 1 or 2 of these nuts. Just like that. Once you get it centered there, we'll come and tighten these bolts all the way. Make sure the T-slot nuts stay more or less parallel. Now we're going to take a zip tie. We're going to put the power cord over that direction, and we're going to put a really sharp bend in this cord like that. And then we're going to take a zip tie and tighten the zip tie up like that. Now we'll bring the battery case back up, and then we'll take our modified bracket here and we'll set it back on the case. You should see the danger high voltage, you will be killed or hurt sticker that goes underneath the MCM. And so now we'll take and put the MCM back on. The side with 1 connector is on the side with the turned cable here. And we'll go ahead and reinstall loosely the 4 bolts that hold the MCM on. And then we'll grab 2 of the bolts that we had previously used on the batteries. So these were what were actually on the high voltage part of the batteries. We took them out earlier. And we're going to just put these in here. And once you get all 6 of those bolts installed, we can go ahead and tighten them up.